abolishment of state pardon for corruption convicts. On the Farrington, Typhoon Yagi kills over 100 people, leaves 54 others missing in Vietnam. And Sport Super Eagles plays goalless draw with Rwanda in ongoing 2025 AFCON qualifiers. Now, the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has urged women in the state to continue to join hands with his administration to make positive changes in their communities that would bring about real development. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this in his address as the chief host of the 24th Committee of the Wives of Lagos State Officials Council's Hybrid National Women's Conference with the theme, Soar Beyond Boundaries and Reach Communities. The governor also called on participants at the annual conference to turn the knowledge gained to a call for action to be able to make positive impact in their lives as they shape the future of their communities with a sense of hope and engagement.
And to admonish ourselves that indeed a better tomorrow is on the horizon for us. For us in Lagos State, we'll continue to ensure that with every fiber that we have, we will serve you better. We'll make this place a lot better than we met it. We'll create opportunity for women. We'll create opportunity for our youth. We'll create opportunity for various businesses, micro, small enterprises. Indeed, that's what we sign. That is our commitment to you, and will not stop until when we'll achieve it.
Sanwo-Olu restated his administration's commitment to serve Lagosians better by creating opportunities for women, youth, and businesses where everyone can live to their full potential in line with the Themes Plus developmental agenda. While declaring open the national conference, Akwa Ibom State Governor Omar Ena, who was represented by his deputy Akin Eyakenyi, thanked council officials for their steadfastness in organizing the annual conference to expand the frontier of development, especially in the home front. Meanwhile, wife of the state's governor and chairman, Committee of Wives of Lagos State Officials Council, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, has urged women to push beyond boundaries and reach the community, be self-confident, network, and challenge the status quo. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu said this in her address at the 24th Council's Hybrid National Women's Conference with the theme, Soar Beyond Boundaries and Reach Communities. She also encouraged women to be more focused as they worked hard to achieve their desires and set goals, while contributing to the advancement of the socio-economic and political growth of the state, as well as Nigeria.
Do away with the arrival mentality. Don't be selfish. Never be tempted to live for you, yourself, and your family alone. It's not just about you. Even if you think you have arrived, there's still a lot more to achieve for our communities. We are a continuous moving phenomenon which our world is privileged to have at this time.
Mrs. Sanwo-Olu also said the annual conference would frontally address various challenges facing women, thanking the state governors, first ladies, deputy governor Obafemi Hamzat, Oba of Lagos, Riowan Akiolu, who was honored at the event, physical and online participants, and other dignitaries at the event for their support. In her speech, the Inspirational Woman of the Year, Adejoke Orelope Adefolire, accepted the award with gratitude, saying that it would strengthen her commitment to women empowerment, harping on the need to prioritize their inclusion in national development. And the Lagos State government has spread its dragnet to fully monitor the resumption of all public and private basic and secondary schools in the state to ensure that all stakeholders in the education sector comply with the agreed new academic calendar for the 2024-2025 session. Leading the task, Director of Planning, Research and Statistics in the Office of Education Quality Assurance OEQA, Remy Abdul, said the monitoring exercise was to affirm the position of the state government that academic activities should commence on the first day of resumption after a few hours of cleaning exercise in all schools. Abdul said the expectations of the OEQA were to find all the facilities in good condition and all teachers on ground for the smooth commencement of academic and non-academic activities in a safe and conducive learning environment. This, according to him, is essential to the state government's effort to improve the education sector. He emphasized that the state government, in partnership with all stakeholders in the sector, had worked together to produce the current academic calendar harmoniously. The Edo State government has given reasons for its recent postponement of the resumption date for private and public schools across the state. Commissioner for Information and Orientation in the state, Chris Nehihari, explained that the postponement was to protect children from the harsh effect of the current hike in the prices of petroleum product. It will be recalled that the state government had on Saturday postponed school resumption from Monday, September 9 to further notice due to the tension caused by the recent hike in fuel prices and the challenges faced by parents and guardians. Naikari also urged the public to remain vigilant and work in unity to maintain peace and stability in the state. And still on resumption, the Abia state government has announced that school in the state will resume for the 2024-2025 academic year on Wednesday, September 23. Commissioner for Information and Culture in the state, OK Kanu, said the postponement of the resumption date was due to the national public holiday on the previous resumption date of Monday, September 16. Kanu also said the state's teachers training program will commence from September 11 to 20 to cover the remaining batch of the 1,800 master trainers. He noted that the training program is part of a wider agenda of the state government to reposition the education sector and forms part of the protocol for the resumption of school for the 2024-2025 academic year. Now to the rest of the stories. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, has suggested persons found guilty of corruption should not be granted state pardon. Fagbemi, who also advised law enforcement agencies against shoddy investigations, urged them to get their facts right before summoning anyone for questioning. Speaking at a roundtable organized by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission for State Attorneys General in Abuja, he stressed that the cooperation of anyone is needed to fight corruption. The Department of State Services, DSS, has released the passport of the National President of Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, Joe Ajaero. Speaking with newsmen, counsel to the NLC, Femi Falana, said the release of the passport was facilitated through Abubakar Marshal of the Falana Chambers and has been returned to him. It will be recalled that the DSS seized Ajairo's passport following his release on Monday night after he was arrested while on his way for union business in the United Kingdom. In foreign news now, at least 127 people have now died and 54 others are missing in northern Vietnam as a super typhoon continues to bring heavy rainfall, landslide and flooding. Thousands of people were seen stranded on rooftops in some northern provinces, while others posted desperate pleas for help on social media. Typhoon Yagi, Vietnam's most powerful storm in 30 years, has wreaked havoc across the north of the country, leaving 1.5 million people without power. Dashcam footage showed the moment the Phong Chau Bridge in Phu Tho province gave way, plunging several vehicles into the water below. Although it has now weakened into a tropical depression, authorities have warned that Yagi will create more disruption as it moves westwards. In sport now, Nigeria Super Eagles have played a 0-0 draw with the Mavuli of Rwanda in the 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Augustine Eguavoin's side had beaten Benin Republic 3-0 on Saturday. As a result of today's game, the Eagles picked 4 points in their opening 2 games in the qualifying round. That's it on the news at 6, but just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all of our social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration inaugurated the 100-unit Bayview Estate in Ikate, Legushi, Lekki? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has urged women in the state to continue to join hands with his administration to make positive changes in their communities that would bring about real development. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, has suggested persons found guilty of corruption should not be granted state pardon. We also told you that at least 127 people have now died and 54 others are missing in northern Vietnam as a super typhoon continues to bring heavy rainfall, landslide, and flooding. Finally, in sport, Nigeria Super Eagles have played a 0-0 draw with Mavuli of Rwanda in the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluporoku. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening. Return trip continues shortly.